Now, the one game I've been avoiding, haven't been avoiding, but I was waiting for the Black Friday sales to come out to see what it would be cheap, and of course it's not. It's Red Dead Redemption 2. That's a Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, okay, I got it right.
Now, so this is a sequel to the 360 PS3 game. Hugely popular game. People loved it. It got tons of critic rewards and all this kind of stuff. So this is the sequel to the John Marsden was the character in the first one. It's a Rockstar game. It's kind of very similar to a Grand Theft Auto, but it's set in Western.
Yeah, best way to describe it, Grand Theft Auto with a Western skin.
Okay, now this is the sequel to that.
This is the prequel.
Prequel.
So why they call it 2 don't make much sense. But okay. Yeah, it's remember in the did you play the first one?
Yes, I did.
They always referred to his gang back in the day.
Okay.
This is that. You are his gang.
So it has some definite ties to that first game.
And actually, you're not him. I've only played 2 hours. But you're not him to start. You're someone else.
Okay.
You actually save him. He gets beat up on a cave somewhere.
You're a member of, not
You're a member
him.
of his gang, but not him.
Okay.
And in some of my memories fuzzy on who, because I know some of his gang lived to be in the 360 game, and some of them aren't going to live in this one. I don't know which ones are which. But I'll say I like the game. It's beautiful looking.
Tons of content in these games.
Yeah.
Great values, man. You get a Grand Theft Auto, you get a Red Dead. $60 sounds like a lot of money to certain people for new games, but you get a ton of content.
Yeah, you'll be playing for that's the only. Now, see, that's kind of the negative about the game. So it's like I'm 2 hours in, and it's like I know that I'm going to need a weekend and another week.
It's commitment, man.
You can't get too into it. And it starts a little slow. You're in a big snowstorm. You and your gang are trying to hide out somewhere. And there's a lot of, like, riding a horse forever to hear.
That's kind of my issue with the open world games, though, is I get kind of ADD in a weird way. Because, like, if you mainline the stories, you kind of do yourself a disservice on some level.
Yeah.
But, like, I need that. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain. Like, I don't want to do fetch quests for a long time, but that's how you flesh the whole thing out. It's
what a lot of open world games do now is the first couple hours of the game is not open world, and that's what this is. So a lot of it
establish that story
and tutorial.
Yeah, okay.
Like how to ride the horse. You got to tap double A. You got to hit L. And so they're giving you little weird missions you got to do. So right now I haven't got to the open world part yet. I'm still in the snow fort in the first 2 hours, and it takes a while to get there. The only thing I don't like is there's a lot of meters in this one, and I don't remember a lot of meters in the first one.
Meters like kick meters or like health meters?
Yeah, so like
things will deteriorate. So there's a lot of crafting in it.
So your horse, for example, has a stamina meter and then a health meter also.
Okay.
So you can't push it and ride the horse too long. You got to watch that.
That was one of the rubs of the first game until you got like where you could bounce around with the campfires, like the travel between things. It's not like a Grand Theft Auto game where you just get in a fast car and zip around.
Well, right now I'm still stuck in that part with the slow
it's
horse.
a little rough, man.
And so everything's got meter. Even you, as the character, you have a stamina meter and a health meter.
Oh, okay. So it's
in the meter is double layered too. So there's a heart and then there's a circle around it. The outer circle is your main health, and the heart is like your. So they went a little crazy with the meters in this one.
Okay.
So they need to pump the brakes a little on the meters. But other than that, it's a fine game. Good voice acting. It makes you feel like you're in a Western.
150 gig download or something crazy. How long did it take you to install?
Gigs. It was 88 gigs.
So,
it's 2 discs. This monster comes on 2 discs. By the way.
2 discs.
I had to put the first
discs.
one in for about an hour. And I came back, and there was a sign that said put the second one in. So it took about 2 hours to download and get everything into this thing. Because on top of that 80 gigs, there's another 8 gigs that come in off the internet.
Wow.
So it's a monster.
I mean, but it plays in 4K. You put this open world in.
They even give you like audio options, which most games don't. Like when you start, are you playing this on a headset? Are you playing the surround sound? So they got different audio
like
options.
DTS 5.1 in there and stuff. Yeah.
So a lot of games don't do that, and that they do. And then they give you a ton of visual options, and so it's got a lot of stuff you can screw around with it for a long time. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those ones. I'll probably play it over Thanksgiving and stuff.
Now, you bought it on an Xbox One because you have the One X, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
They supposedly that's the best version. That's what I keep hearing. So I don't. It looked fine. It looked beautiful. Snow looks good. A lot of snow. Shitload of snow.
How's the hair?
Do
we have any WWE game hair?
The human hair looks fine. The hair that stuck out to me. You gotta fight a pack of wolves.
Okay.
And up close, they look
a little gnarly.
They look a little Chewbacca from Star Wars.
You know, I mean, you
hair's
get a
still
game
rough.
that massive, it's tough to.
You gotta
flush
cut
everything.
some corners somewhere, and the hair seems to be it.
It's gonna be. There's basically 2 games in 2018. There's gonna be this Red Dead sequel, and then the God of War. Yeah. Other than that, I can't think of another game that should sweep any Game of the Year award.
Well, Spider-Man was pretty big.
Spider-Man, okay, the Insomniac one, one that just came out. Okay, so you've got 3 games to flush out your top of 2018.
And then, of course, they're going to give all I don't know, the multiplayer game awards to either Call of Duty or Fortnite. I don't know which one. Take your pick. The critics seem to be loving that.
Is Fortnite a 2018 game? Is that what we're going to call that?
It came out right on the border, so I don't know. Did it come out last December?
I think it did. I could be wrong. I'm sure, again, someone's at home going, these idiots don't know what they're talking about. But I don't know. But if you're to talk to me, I think that I forgot about the Spider-Man game. I still don't think the Spider-Man game is going to compare to the God of War game people loved when it came out. And for all intents and purposes, it seems like everyone loves this new Red Dead game that's coming out. So I don't think there's anything on the horizon that's gonna.
Oh, you got Smash Brothers, but that's not
okay.
That's just random.
Yeah,
stupidity.
Great, another iteration of Smash Brothers.
Yeah, so and I'm trying to think because usually there's one Nintendo game they want to stick in there, but there hasn't been like a Zelda. If Metroid came out this year, they'd be all over Metroid, but Metroid didn't. So that's probably your top 3 games you're looking at this year.
Which is we've talked about it before. 2018, in my opinion, I know this is not 2018 is a bad year for video games, man. It really is.
Microsoft did announce Crackdown 3 finally coming in February.
Okay, great.
And it's coming
because that got delayed big time.
And it's coming day 1 to Game Pass. I think that's when I'm going to sign up for Game Pass. I'm going to try it out, see if I like it, try it for a month and cancel it. Because I have a feeling Crackdown 3 is going to be a turd. They also bought some new studios and stuff, but I don't want to get too nerdy. Too nerdy with that one. So there you go. I can't give a real rating on the Red Dead.
So far you like it, though.
I like it. It's good.
Is it more Red Dead, or you think it's doing some different things than that first one?
Well, already because all the meters and stuff, I don't remember that in the first one. So that seems different. And from what I understand, there's like little things you can do, like your hat might get blown off the wind. You can stop, pick up
details.
The hat. There's also more hunting again and fishing and stuff like that. I really got to get to the part where the world opens up and I can do everything, so I can let you know. I know the next part is we're going to rob a train.
Okay.
So that should be pretty fun.
That's always very sequence-based and pretty cool. When
that should be pretty
Rockstar gets that together.